Alright everybody, hello, this is Nick here, High in Space. Basically just going to be doing a quick derotation, just showing my workflow. I'm not going to be showing the stacking process, but I'll be focusing on this, I believe it's like 8:11 until 8:19 UT time, derotation. Here's like one of the vids, for example. The C9 1/4, the 462. There's no ADC or anything here. Yeah, these are all consecutive with a auto run and fire capture. Seeing was alright. I think it did get a little bit worse towards the end here. Not too much at all. Anyways, I stacked probably around like 25% of the frames, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Yep, that was the alignment points I rolled with. I had 130. I just stacked them all. And then once you have all of your stacks, you're just gonna go. I just go into astrosurface and then. And then you can use like batch wavelets or something with this batch process, but there's only a few frames here. Now for the wavelets, I'm not going to turn on any noise pre-filtering. That's going to be done afterwards. But for now, I'm just going to focus on basically, I don't want to over sharpen too much here because it can cause some problems later if you do. Found that out the hard way. Like the auto align for the WinJUPOS measurement won't work. And you can still do it manually, but it's much better to have the computer do it, of course. Probably gonna do around size 10 wavelets, and I'm gonna turn this strength down until there's not too much noise. Normally like 25% is a little bit high for some derotation purposes, but the seeing was okay. Sometimes you might do like 10 to 15%. I've even seen like 7 to 8%. But those guys have like the Uranus C. Probably just gonna go to around like right here. Then I'm just gonna click Save As. I'm just gonna create a new folder. And then you're just gonna do that to all of your stacked images. You don't have to color balance or anything, but it's just gonna keep going. Oop. No, it's not that bad, but there is a batch processing thing, as I mentioned. And then once you've done this to all of your images, it's time to now go into WinJUPOS. And you actually, so you do have to sharpen all of these before you derotate because it's has to be sharpened a little bit for it to make accurate measurements. Now we're done with that. You can just minimize that. We're gonna open up WinJUPOS. And you do have to make sure that it's selected for object positions on Jupiter through Program, Celestial Body, and Jupiter. For the design, please turn it to dark mode. Alright, and then the first step is we're going to make a measurement of one of the frames here. So we're going to go to recording and image measurement. Or yeah, actually all the frames here. And we're just going to open that up. So this isn't going to be displayed when you open it up. It'll probably look, we won't have anything. You'll see this in a minute, but for now you do have to enter your coordinates into here. And then it should be grabbing the date and the UT time automatically. If it's not, make sure that your software is recording the information. There's like WinJUPOS file naming schemes, but I think this is like metadata stuff. Anyways, we'll go over to, once that's set, you'll go over to adjustment. And then now, hopefully it should work if you click F11. Should auto align the planet. You can down here you can see your pixel scale on the like 0.13 arc seconds pixel. Rotation like 0.03 degrees, and then like the planet's 375.6 pixels in diameter. I'm not really sure what this LT compensation does, but I got told to put it this and leave it at that, but don't check that. For the measurement frame, so you can mess with this using the page up, page down, and I have a 60% keyboard, so I forgot what these bind to. I think it's like N and P and then page up, page down. Yeah, N and P is to rotate this, and then you can also use the arrow keys to move it left, right, up, down, and then the page up, page down. That's what makes the circle smaller or bigger. I'll actually demonstrate that. I have a 60% keyboard, so I think it's like O and U for me. Yeah, but yeah, this would be the page up, page down. The movement. Let's if we hit F11. If you do have to manually align it, you can use the additional graphic to like line up these equatorial bands, like that or something. I think the auto measurement's good though. I trust it. If you want to get precise, you can use this. If it's not auto fitting, yeah, you just want to have it just hitting the edge all the way now, all the way around, nice and clean. Once you've done that, you're just gonna click save. I just like to save in like a child folder, so of the sharpened. So let's go like measurements. You don't have to do this. You can just save them in the same folder as the sharpened, but why not? So if your planet's not moving around, you can just use the same measurement for all of them. Just keep the hell. Okay, that was weird. Maybe you can just keep hitting that, click and save. And then we're actually almost done here. Then yeah, if your stuff's not auto aligning, you are sharpening probably way too much. Because that's what was happening with me. Anyways, yep, that's all done. I'll actually show something. So if you had a lot of files, you can click this button. But I do think that you do have to enter in, like, if you have an EQ mount or Alt-Az, then your telescope parameters and your pixel size. Then once you've done all the measurements, you're going to go to Tools, Derotation of Images. For options, you're just going to go to Optimize Image Measurements, Shifting Rotation Size. And then for this, if you start to get like black rings around transiting moons, I don't even think this is good if I'm not even sure about this. I just saw someone post something in a Discord about that not working right. It was just leaving like a huge black hole. Yeah, I don't have any moons here, so all you have to do is load up those measurement files, and I'm just gonna find them. And you're just gonna load them all up. It's gonna automatically compute a reference midpoint time, so it's gonna do 8:15 UT. That actually doesn't exist, but it's just gonna create that. It's just gonna align all the stacks to that. There's 8 minutes. I'm just gonna rename the image info to I'm not sure why it lags like this, but yep. And it's just gonna output it where all the stacks are, not where all the measurements are. I think so. Yep. You just click compile image, And there's your derotated image. Now we are going to actually work with this just a little bit more. So why not? There it is. First thing I'm just going to do in astrosurface is just crop here. I'm going to white balance it. I'm going to line the RGB. Then we can hit it with wavelets a little bit. Nothing like this though. So now we can actually denoise a little bit here. I like to bring the strength. I'm just gonna bring the size up just like 2 pixels, and I'm just gonna sharpen a little bit here. Don't be afraid to use the preview. Make sure you're actually adding detail from before. It actually might be too much. Okay, maybe we can bump up the size a little bit. It's like 10. As you move this up, it's going to target bigger and bigger structures to sharpen. If I bring that up all the way, it's just sharpening. It's not sharpening anything. Oops. Reset. Forgot it does that. I'm going to have that at like 0.5 and have the wavelets probably around like 2. No, I don't want to. I'll actually bump it up to 3. I don't want to introduce too much noise here, but I do want to get out some of the fine details. I'll actually leave it at that. Now we can actually go back into here. I'm going to turn off the low. I'm going to reset the noise filter. Now I'm going to focus on the larger wavelets. I believe these can actually go up to the, well, it's a little bit different. I'm going to turn this up to like 20 and turn the strength up to like 1. Now this is just contrast enhancement. So you can play with this a little bit. You can turn the strength maybe to 2 or 3. Probably just leave it at like 2, but I actually might want to get rid of a little bit of that noise, and I don't know if I can. Sharpen any more at all. I don't think so. And then now you can basically just add a little bit of saturation here. Turn up the pre-noise filter for the color to about 1. Probably around like 13% is good there. I think I can actually maybe white balance again. Yeah. And that's derotation, and I'm gonna make a little bit of my editing.